your position coach, and I just want to get y'all's thoughts on working with Travis. What's that like?
Coach T. Will, he a high energetic guy. He brings energy to the room, like he said previously. And just working with him, like he wants the best out of us, and he demands it out of us, and that's what we want to give to him. And as a defense, he's just a great guy overall. Outside of football, he's big on family and he's big on his faith, like he said. And he's just really, just a great guy overall. Just somebody that you want to, look up to as a role model.
I think the benefit of having, the linebacker coach of DC, he wanted his guys to make plays. So I feel like him being like linebacker coach, that obviously gonna help us out. He's gonna put us in position to make a lot of plays. And just outside of football, like you said, he's a family oriented guy. What I'm saying? Good respect him, great person. And we doing good. I know he's doing good. This, and we just gonna have a fun. He brings a lot of energy. He's always like a smile on his face. Always welcome to win with great energy. So to having him like the defensive coordinator and the linebacker coach, I feel like that brings a lot of energy to our defense, a lot of big challenge. Also, you played here in the opener last year. What do you remember about the day, and maybe what attracted you to actually come here? Well, it was a great atmosphere. It was a big crowd. It was good ball also. So being able to play in that atmosphere, I feel like when plays, I feel like that attracted me. Oh, you play with the played up, and now with Pooh being out for a little while, playing with the ones a good bit. What have you maybe picked up during that time? Just coming off the bowl game, started definitely a confident booster, and definitely a confident booster coming into this spring and summer. We started putting me in a good position, and I just honestly just been taking every opportunity every day and just come and approach it, what I'm saying? Try to approach it like a pro. Like my coach said me, what I'm saying? Not give it any opportunity and just have fun and control like control and take it from there. Young guys behind you got Parsons, Dean, those guys, how they're coming along, and Antonio Career. I know he was off today, but just how are they coming along? Provide some depth behind you guys, you three guys.
Yeah, them guys have been doing a great job just picking up on the teams and things of that nature. But the thing that I like about them is that, nothing really setting them back. As a freshman, you come in, people are timid, things of that nature. They don't really know how, they trying to translate from high school to college. But the thing that I like, especially like with Brad Spence and like Carson Demons and guys like that, is that those guys, it didn't take no time for them to like translate over. Like Brad Spence, he's big dude, kind of big dude, but thing I like about him is his physicality and the way that he gets to the ball. Like he has like, just that means to get to the ball and things like that. But those guys, that nature, they gonna provide depth for us, but it's also helpful for the team and things like that because they know this is next week.
And I was kind of the leaders in the room because Skinner just talked about the leadership. Uh, um, you know, with me being a sophomore, it's kind of new. But it's kind of just a role I took on. But I enjoy it. They look up to me in a way, even though I'm a young guy. So it's kind of weird. But as far as the young guys go, like those guys have just been sponges. All I can do is just what I'm saying, tell them what I went through last year, and just basically the ins and outs of it, and what I'm saying, just how to enjoy this, and approach it every day, and I can never look like that. So as far as those guys go, the young guys, they've been very attentive, and it's been good being a leader to them. And as far as Greer, like the thing about Greer, like he came in and Greer older than all of us, but like he didn't come in like try to step on no toes. Like we all just came in together. And it's been just like a collaboration, like not so much a competition, but everybody working together. It's just been fun. Everybody getting soaking up game from each other, and I think that's just it's made us closer overall.
Yeah, the thing about that is like even though we're young, but we still had experience from last year, things like that. We was times that we sprinkled in and things like that, so we know how to correlate and like can be atmospheres and things like that. We know what Coach Pittman wants really like. We know what Coach T will like and things like that. So just applying those things every day, and like Cook said, those guys being sponge man made it easier for both.
With the scrimmage last Saturday, some injuries and stuff, it made good opportunity to put a lot on you and see how you perform.
What was the takeaways kind of after watching the film on how you performed in the scrimmage and what do you think about it?
Well, I say so. I really haven't played since my December game with Cincinnati. So just really being out there, getting back to the feel for the game, and I feel like once it kicked in, I was able to like make plays and be with my teammates and have a good defensive scheme going out to the scrimmage. So that really like helped me. I feel like and helped my confidence also as coming back into the game.
Touched on a little bit about coming down here before, but how did it work out when you entered the portal with Arkansas reaching out to you? What was that first interaction like, and ultimately what sealed it for you?
Well, really, just being around Coach T. Will, getting down here, being around the defensive staff, and just seeing how they roll and how they operate, and just knowing this game that I've been playing in, and knowing the energy that they bring. That's something that really like sealed the deal for me on like a lot of other schools. So just being around that
Was the first reach out, first contact interaction?
with Coach T. Will.
Yeah. What did he say? Like, what was the? Do you remember like what was like kind of the first thing that he said? And what was his approach?
Because he always calls us big dog, so he was just excited to, yeah, just excited to get on the phone with me and get to know me.
For any of y'all, Coach Williams was in here earlier talking about how he wants to take it to more offenses. Like, what are the coaches doing to or saying to y'all to instill that kind of thought process?
Well,
You know, I mean, well, shoot, it's really like T Will likes to start fast. He don't like to for us to just sit back and they throw the first punch. No, we go out there, we go out to them and things like that. We want to welcome any type of physicality, speed, anything. We want to welcome all that to us and things of that nature. So just start fast. That's really just the bottom line of it. Just stay on top of our game and just playing raise the back deep.
I think it's an aggressive type of play style. You know, get out there quick, fast.
Piggybacking off that, I mean, is there added emphasis in positional drills and fall camp on blitzing and stuff that as a linebacker this year, just given maybe the more aggressive scheme?
Definitely just playing loose. Like don't like he always tell us, be a ball player. Don't be a robot. Things like that. Just having that killer instinct. Just going out there and just going out there playing our brand of football. Playing our brand of football with confidence and poise. So that's
Just holding everybody accountable. I think that's the biggest thing. I think that when you hold everybody accountable, like it's you don't get results. And I feel like with him, he demands it every day. So with him demanding that every day, like I feel like he's just somebody that's better overall with that.
Guys, really for any of you. Landon told us at media day that Coach Williams was DJing in the locker room. What have you guys seen on that? And what? Yeah, you guys are already laughing, so I'll just let you guys talk about that.
Every meeting, we gonna come into some music, like no matter what it is, it might be some gospel, some rap, anything, but we gonna come into some music, like you want it high energy, like high level, like just everybody, like I don't know, just a big party, ready to like have fun and play football. It don't get no better.
and the thing that I like about that is, you just bring it like there's nothing wrong with having fun with what you're doing and things like that. Just coming in and you seeing guys, hype for practice and he playing songs and he's up there hype and things like that. It just give me more confidence, like going out there knowing like, okay, it's okay, mess up on this one, but mess up full speed in the next play, talk to yourself and things like that. Like there's nothing wrong with having fun with what you're doing. Because if you're not having fun, you're not gonna do it.
I feel like him having blasting music always and having that energy, welcome listen to the meeting room. I feel like that just gets us ready to practice and getting us all hyped. Having that energy to go to practice. So.
Jaheim, Coach Travis, he said that you're really detailed. You take a lot of notes. I'm curious if you've always done that or if you pick that up, somewhere kind of along your playing career, and what kind of a skill set do you think you bring to this one?
Well, I have always took a lot of notes, but I feel like I picked it up coming here because I transferred at May, so I had to learn the defense a whole lot quicker. I had to get accustomed to everything a whole lot quicker. So just being able to take notes on both positions, I feel like that has helped me, and also studying a lot, watching a whole lot of film, that has also helped me a lot. And the skill set I feel like I bring to the room is also always running to the ball, always being able to do a lot of different things, being like a versatile linebacker, be able to come out the edge and play in the box and cover. So that's skill set I feel like I bring into the room.
Yeah, that's maybe an awful question, but Jeremiah Davenport played basketball since he transferred here. And a lot of times athletes in different sports, meet together, whatever, each other working out. Just wondered, do you know Jeremiah at all?
Yeah, I know him. I've been knowing him since high school. We grew up around each other, so he played basketball. I also played basketball with him. So
You
I
guys,
know him for a
you
long
guys ever
time.
play like high school ball against each other?
Yeah, we definitely did.
What you think about Jeremiah being his doing just like what do you think about him as a person and get perspective?
He's a great athlete. So like I said, I've been knowing him for a long time. So just having a familiar face while he entered the portal with me, so that helps me a lot. I feel like.
Worst song Coach Williams has had on the locker room, you guys locked in.
I don't think he done had a bad song. Every time I come in, like he playing some heat. He plays some heat.
No matter what he's playing, we always jam to it.
Yeah.
I ain't really just sing like a bad song. Like, we need to change that.
He ain't had no misses yet. So.
Nah.
He is.
Yeah. Once we get to it, into the season, people start
The songs start
start
repeating.
falling off. Start playing the same jam. So we gonna see.